So here is Derple, a Pokemon I made about 5 years ago, but recently redrew 2 months ago. And today, I'll finally be finishing its full evolution line. I'm ReiZa, and let's get into making these evolutions. Alright, so starting out, I wanted to make sure the middle stage of Derple's evolution still had a clear visual connection to Derple, while also hinting at what the final evolutions would become. For this line, I actually drew Derple first, then went straight into the final evolutions. Since this is a split evolution bug line, having those final designs done first really helped me figure out what direction I wanted for the middle stage. I wanted it to feel like a natural transition between both paths. Overall, I'm really happy with how the middle stage turned out. You can clearly tell it evolved from Derple, and it carries a few visual cues that show up in both final evolutions. Like I mentioned earlier, this is a split evolution, and I decided to make it based on the friendship evolving into different forms depending whether it's day or night. So of course I started the first split evolution, which is basically a redraw and remaster of one of Derple's original evolutions from 5 years ago as well. I already like the design a lot, but since the original concept doesn't fully apply anymore, I wanted to rework it a bit. I kept the overall shape similar, but pushed more of a cool assassin-like dark vibe, and I think it came out pretty cool. For the second split evolution, I wanted to go into a completely different direction. I was just kind of browsing around and came across a beetle called the Tripod Beetle, and immediately thought, yeah, I want to turn that into a Pokemon. From there, it made perfect sense to tie it into Derple's split evolutions, since the original concept already leaned into beetles anyways. I also really like armored Pokemon, so I took this opportunity to design a more armored, defensive looking bug Fakemon. And here they are, the final evolutions for Derple. I absolutely love how these turned out. It's always hard for me to pick a favorite, so let me know down in the comments which one you like more. And of course, before we move on, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help out with this algorithm thing and brings more Fakemon fans into the community. Now, let's move on into the pixel sprites. Overall, the process of making sprites has gotten a lot easier for me over time. The more I do this, the more I learn, both new techniques and mistakes to avoid. One thing I've started doing recently is making a rough sketch of the back sprite before I jump into the pixel version. That way, when I actually start building it, it's easier to manage and I can keep the side consistency for how it looks in-game. I actually made a sprite recently that you guys will see in the future video, and while I love how it looks, I've kind of made the mistake of making it too big, especially for the first stage Pokemon it is. So now I'm taking extra steps to avoid that since remaking sprites can take 2 to 3 hours sometimes. Alright, now let's check them out in-game. Alright, and here we have the Constella Pokedex. Here we have Derple, Castac, Redubital, and Tripotal. Right here, obviously, great pixel art. I absolutely love all of these guys. They're fantastic. Brag sprites for Redubital and Tripotal are not done yet, but it will get done regardless. Let's look at their dex entries, and I think that'll be the end of the video after that. Derple, the uncanny bug Pokemon. Height is 1 foot, weight is 6.8 pounds. I don't know, and I don't remember if I fixed the height and weight for the new Pokemon that I just made, so ignore if they are not this correct, weight and height. Let's move on to the dex entry though. That's the most important part. Derples are often found spacing out in their habitat inside tree trunks and leaf piles. They're popular with new trainers since they have no feeder and never run. Castac, the sack cocoon Pokemon. Yeah, see, it looks like they have the same height and weight. I have not changed that. The sack around it stores nutrients while it grows. The shell it's encased in is impossible to pierce, but it also has... wow, I can't speak today. The shell that is encased in it is impossible to pierce, but it also has sharp claws on its sides for extra protection. Alright, so that's Castac. Next one, Redubital, the assassin bug Pokemon, bug dark type. So they are going to have some great unique typings. I hope they're pretty cool. Alright, the claws it has are able to absorb the liquids of both people and Pokemon, hence the color they have. They like to wait in the shadows before attacking. Ooh, mysterious. Alright, last one, Tripotal, the armored shelled Pokemon, a bug steel type Pokemon. They trick predators to believing that its tail is the head, and they wait until they are tired to knock them out with their steel-like claws. And there you go. As you see here, when I did the pixel art, I kept looking at the tail. I'm like, it kind of looks like a face. So I thought that was a really cool, neat idea to put as the dex entry. Regardless, those are the guys right there. I don't have the bag sprites for the others done, but overall, pretty happy with it. Why is it not showing me? Okay, cool. Oh, there you go. It just took a while. Okay, so Derple, Castak, Zubitul, and Tripital. So obviously, same thing here. Bug, Dark, both here. I did change their abilities, so Poison Touch, and it'll have either Poison Touch or what was the other? Not Light Metal. There's another one. I completely forgot. But yeah, Poison Touch. For Castak, Rejubital also has Poison Touch, and Tripital has Light Metal and another ability which Castak also shares as well. Moves literally just the same for now. Honestly, I did not change that whatsoever. But I'm happy I got this. Basically, stats are done, typings are done, and I still got to work on the movesets. Abilities are done as well, and they do evolve in game, which is fantastic to see. I won't show any of that right now because I kind of want to save that for you guys whenever I do start the actual live beta, where you guys can basically play the game for at least, I'm hoping, 2-3 hours. That'd be great. Anyways, that's pretty much it for the in-game stuff. And that's pretty much it, guys. I'm really happy with how the full Derple Evolution line turned out. It's actually the first complete Fakémon line I've fully implemented into the game. I'm really excited to keep working on more. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to hit that like button, and if you haven't already, subscribe so you don't miss future uploads. Also, I'm constantly working on new Fakémon and sprites over on my Twitch every Tuesday night, Central Standard Time, so feel free to stop by. You guys have a great one, and I'll see you next time. Ciao!